folks. I work in the non-secular science of medicine. In the community, I'm known as Dr. Khadijah. I am a Ward 8 resident for many, many years. I'm a graduate of Savoy and Kramer and Anacostia. And this is the ward that I love, and this is the ward that I stay in doing most of my work. And my mission and my purpose is to inform everyone that there is a new frontier in healthcare, that we are living in the dark ages of healthcare, and that we do need to step up out of the dark ages of healthcare. We find many organizations, they're focusing on nutrition, and that's a wonderful thing that we're focusing on, but I believe we need to get to the root cause of everything, and we need to re-examine that we have not ever been taught healthcare, that we've only been taught disease care, and we stay in a disease state of mind. So my mission is to wake people up to the new frontier in healthcare. So one way that I have done that is my first book is Stepping Up Out of the Dark Ages of Healthcare. And this is a book that I use within my program. My program is relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal healthcare plan, because you know the root cause of what's going on with you. You just need someone to help you match that up with. So the program that I teach is to help you understand how the body works. As a doctor of lymphology, I teach cellular ecology, how the cells live, how the cells break down. That's more important. We also know that the standard American diet is a prescription for disease. And if we keep eating the way that they say it's correct for us to eat, then we're going to get the diseases that they say we have. But we tell you that they're not diseases, that they're cellular malfunctions because you are not properly taking care of your body. And there's no drug out there that's going to correct the issue that you made on your own body. And the thing about it is how we're raising our kids and how we're talking to our kids about health care. We're still talking to them about disease care. So my mission is to stay in the community, to support people with understanding there's a whole new paradigm in healthcare. We need to wake up and think a new way. And one way that I have done that very successful is partnership with the Far Southeast Collaborative. I'm happy to say they have funded me for over 5 years. And I'm grateful for that. We've done many, many different programs. We started with doing health fairs in the community, just waking people up. Then we went into the relearn and relight just for adults. Then we went into the intergenerational, where we done it with adults and the youth and their family, so we can work together to help one another. So what I like to say is from my 5-year relationship with the Far Southeast Collaborative and their funding me, my partner is Dr. Nathaniel Kane. He lives in Ward 8. He has now allowed me to turn his basement into a business, and it has been registered as an educational center. So I won't have to just do the classes every quarter or something like that. It's a permanent place now where I'll be offering these workshops at very affordable rate, but through funding I hope so as well, to have these classes on a continuous basis right here in Ward 8 on Galveston Street. It is a colonic center as well, so we'll be going over the digestive system, proper eating, proper nutrition, but most importantly, what is cellular ecology and how you take care of your body. That's what we need to get to. And understand that we do not have diseases. There's no drug that is going to correct it. We have cellular malfunctions in our bodies because we're not properly nourishing our bodies and doing the proper things that we need to do to take care of our bodies, the non-basic formats. So that program that I'm going to be having out of on Galveston Place on Saturdays, every other Saturday, is going to be college health care for children. I find that it's better when I work with the children alone. They tend to get the information and understand it and want to apply it. They take it back to their parents, and we're so stuck in what we thought we understood, and we don't want to break it, that our children cannot get to what they need to get to on their own. So working with kids on their own, they tend to get it. And they'll go back home and they'll tell the parents, well, I know that's not good for me, and I don't want to have that. So to work out better. So I'm actually going to be targeting, working exactly with kids from 8 years old and up. Through the weekend will be for adults. So that's my purpose, and that's my mission, that's my passion. What I did this summer also with Far Southeast Collaborative, because I'm known in the community, I worked with Brother Human with his grant with the chest. It was a holistic piece added on to it. We provided good nutrition for the children. I created the first health book that I'm going to be working with the kids from that program. So their parents got to look at that healthcare book that's going to be coming out in January that I'm going to be working with. Also, I'm thankful to say that I work with the Langston Lane community, the youth over there, and actually we really had a whole lot of fun because at that particular location, we were actually able to prepare food. The kids prepared food, natural foods. They sauteed vegetables. They had different choices of food, which is a wonderful time. These videos are available on my website. You can go out there and look at them. My YouTube page is Kate Davis F at youtube.com. You'll see the videos. We announced that this weekend, Ujamaa School is having their health fair. And on Friday night, Frances Cress Welsing will be talking about mental health care in the African American community. And on Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., it's all kinds of holistic healing that's going to be there, opportunity for you to experience different kinds of alternative modalities. At 1 o'clock, I will be doing a lecture on conscious health care, awakening you to the new understanding about how to better care for yourself. And at 3 o'clock, there will be a panel discussion. There will be Dr. Galati, Dr. Baruch, Dr. Gokai Patterson, a few other people, myself, will be there. So it's a good opportunity for you to come out and truly...
I think they were interested, but they had to leave. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So this information right here is for this weekend again. Thank you very much.
The individuals become better, not only on the chessboard, but from the chessboards to the boardrooms. You got to instill these qualities in them and let them know they're leaders and use their mind. It's a mind game. It's a mental game. It gives you strategy. It gives you observation. And conscious chess moves, M-O-V-E-S, is mental observation viewed as essential for success. We got to let them know if they use their mind, they can be successful in anything that they do. And they carry this character of development, growth and development from the chessboard. The mannerism and the respect that they have on the chessboard for their opponent, they take it from the chessboard and apply it in their everyday life. When they're in school, when they're at home, their mannerism, you can see it, and it's about growth and development. And as one lady was talking about the youth and how to reach out to them, I had an incident one time. I came out the library talking on my phone. There was two youth, one about 7 or 8, one about 12 or 13. The one 12 or 13 was just cussing up a storm. And the young brother, he looked at me and looked at him. He said, man, won't you stop cussing? You see that older person, man? He said, oh, F that person. And I was still on the phone, but when I got off the phone, I said, excuse me, sir. You got to have some self-respect for yourself, for me, and for that youth there. Because he's looking up to you. You should be looking up to me. I'm an example for you, you example for him. And he said, oh, F you. I said, what? I said, if I was your mother or father, would you have said that? When I said that, it was like I hit him. He bust out crying. He bust out crying and said, man, my father's dead, man. But the next day, when he seen me, he came to me, how you doing, sir? All you have to do is show him some love. Not only the youth reach out to him, we got to reach out to them. You got to treat them like the extended family members. You know, we got to love every one of these youth in here as though they are our own children. We a family, we got to act like it. We got to act like a family that we care for one another. And my methodology, I use chess to do that, to reach out to the youth. And like these 4 youth are special. You can see how well-mannered they are, they're disciplined. And I have some older youth that's the same way. But you got to show them love. And you got to give them something. You know, you got to interact with them like the other youth said. But it's all of our job. Not that them youth that go in the community, we ain't got to go in the community. We in the community. And we know what's happening. We know who's who. We got to come stop being afraid and go talk to them. We are their parents. They are our children. And that's how we got to deal with it. And thank you so very much. The family, I really appreciate it. It helped me so much to help them. And if they like to get up and say something, it's your opportunity. Ladies first. Okay. This is Miss Brenda Legerton.
Hi. My grandson, Jalen Hale, started in Conscious Chess Moves, and he was on the honor roll in school. He's an avid reader. He wants to be a scientist or a chemist when he grows up, possibly president of the United States. He does a lot of reading. The chess helped him to focus in school, keep his mind clear, and Dr. Khadija also helped us. She has a book called Nutritious Talk for kids 8 years old and up. It's what they eat that keeps their mind sharp and focused. And I really appreciate your chess. And it's done wonders for my grandson.
Thank you.
Conscious Chess Moves and Dr. Khadija's program extend a real, sincere attitude of gratitude and appreciation. I'm not seeing the chief individual. Is she nearby?
She left.
She left. All right, well, extend that to her, please, on our behalf. I would like to stress something here. A while ago, Mr. Umam, our chess coach, he talked about a situation where he was on the phone and a 7-year-old, approximately, a 12-year-old, we could say teenager, approximately, and an elder. And he approached the 12-year-old and he, practiced what we said, it takes a community or village to raise a child and so on. Now, what I am really attempting to express to you all here, and the children who would pay attention and listen to what is being said by a grown-up when they're speaking, what I'm trying to establish here among the children and the adults who would pay attention while a grown-up is speaking is that if you would like to give orders or instructions, you should be able to take orders or instructions. What I cannot understand for the love of me is why it is that elders, grown-ups, and in between do not take the position that he took and will continue to take. Where I come from, let me repeat that, where I reside currently is a particular area of a particular, what you call the thing? Income bracket and whatnot, right? So it's a cycle, it's a vicious cycle. So I've been there for about 7 years. Do you know what they call me there? Adults and children? Mr. Dreads. You know why they say Mr.? Because of what the Mr. connotates. I don't take no nonsense from no children. I don't take no nonsense from no delinquent parents. I don't take no nonsense from no adults or elders. It doesn't mean I'm going to disrespect them. And I want to commend this approach, and I want to commend him by extension. And I want to commend the collaborative, because what you have done and are doing is taken, for want of a better description, the corporate approach. All right? Hats off to you. And we must accept the challenge to, as we say sometimes, put our money where our mouth is. I witness too much of nonsense with children. I don't take no nonsense from no children anywhere, on any bus, on any train, on any street, anytime. The police officer, I don't care who it is, from the judge, everybody. Because we must speak truth to power.
That's right.
And some power is unbridled power. The power of a youth. Don't know what to do with that energy. They say ADD, that's a myth. That's stuff to kill us. You got to find an outlet for them. This is Mr. ADD, if that was the case. He is improving as a result of channeling that energy. All right?
Yes.
I'm going to wind up. There is a youth in the same area of which I speak So we mentioned the chess. You see, I keep on bringing new children every week. I bring in new children, correct? So this one particular youth, he's doing the chess. Come to find out, this young man, he is so good at chess, he even won some prize. What's DeAndre?
He won first place,
Right.
DeAndre, in the tournament that we had.
Right?
And also Jalen won second place.
Right. Point is, this youth is in one of these so-called areas. And I'm walking to and from the library. It's me, my youth, and sometimes a whole troop of us walking down, people looking at us like it's a museum. And I'm listening to this young man talking, and he's intelligent. And he's a chess master of sorts. And his environment is challenging. But Mr. Dreads, or people like Mr. Dreads, will give him the memories that he needs when the time comes to call upon himself.
Yes.
That inner power.
Yes.
Because the self-esteem is an issue. Males and females, all you gotta do is remember what you did good. Because no matter how many heats you prepare for that race, the race is just one race. Just one race. And all they need is to call upon that right energy at that time in their life when it matters most. And I want to extend the gratitude again to the establishment, the parents, the obedient children, the performers, and everyone who is here, even though they didn't have to be here. And I felt moved when I heard that situation, because adults are not taking the initiative. We have the power. You keep on talking the truth to them until they relent. You heard the man say, Martha, these people have psychological problems. And everyone does. But don't let us be selfish. All right? Don't wait on the government. The best help is self-help. We are the government.